Have you accidentally signed up for the endless breadcrumb package? Doing for those that don't appreciate you and take you for granted instead? Maybe you're with someone who is having commitment issues. It can be exhausting to be in a relationship where you don't feel seen, appreciated, and taken care of. If things don't change, this can affect your self-esteem, your relationship with others, the ones that you are closest to, and eventually your personality as well. Instead of appreciating you and maybe even helping you out a little bit, people might start noticing that you are irritable, not realizing you're annoyed because you feel used, abused, spent, and taken for granted. Or that you're just plain exhausted. I know how hard this is because I am also a recovering breadcrumb collector. My name is Sanya Bari. I'm a therapist and a coach. I help people create the relationships of their dream. And I love to help people come out of this particular type of dead-end situation. So if you feel exhausted and overloaded this way, living this way, and you don't take notice, and you don't do something about it, the natural progression of events is this. You're going to get exhausted, frustrated, resentful, and bitter. You'll notice that at times you have a passive-aggressive blow-up on something, and you surprise yourself and others. It's a cycle. You'll do so much, you'll get exhausted when you can't take it anymore, and at the next disturbance, and this can be something very little, you'll just blow up and it freaks others out because they've seen you take so much on and they don't understand why you might be upset about this very small thing. But the real story is that it was the straw that broke the camel's back. You're getting upset at this one little thing after taking in so much. Usually that upset the reaction is a little bigger than necessary. So eventually either people actually behave themselves for a little bit because they're scared of you, or you end up apologizing for your big reaction, which is very confusing for you because you are actually hurt. The point is that the most troublesome part here is that nothing ever changes, and this whole drama cycles over and over again. So you have the best intentions at heart. You're a hardworking person. You love the people you're doing things for. You're always ready to help. Even when it's hard for you, you don't say no. Even when you feel you might be getting tired, you just keep increasing your resiliency and you just keep taking it. You don't realize that at one point when you keep increasing your resiliency, it's just too much. And the others who are used to seeing you never say no and be resilient and keep helping don't get the memo either. What people don't see is that even if they have just one simple little request, taking the request responsibility of so many different people, things, and situations gets compounded on each other and creates an avalanche that's bound to blow up sooner or later. The trouble is that when we are children, we are taught to do for others in order to feel loved, good, worthy, and valued. Women are taught this lesson across cultures, and even men suffer from this affliction very commonly as well. The easy answer would be, stop doing so much and stop complaining. Don't get upset at people. Or another simple behavioral change solution like that. This is not something you didn't already know, but thus far you realize that you haven't been able to fix it. The reason for that is that once you've lived this way your whole life and gotten all these people, situations, and things around you to expect this from you. It really does become a system that relies on each moving part to function. It's a lot more complicated to manage taking this out without overthrowing the whole system or overwhelming yourself. The true remedy for this is going to require more than just the obvious physical parts of just don't do all this and you won't be in the situation again. After all, if it was this simple, you would have fixed it by now on your own. The issues are, firstly, you can't take something out of a system that's already operating without replacing it with something else. Secondly, even if you know the mechanics of what needs to happen, where are you going to get the energy, the force, the fuel to actually take the action needed here? The good news is that this can be done. There are actual tools, methods, and guidance that can give you a roadmap off of this breadcrumb path and confidently on the path you choose for yourself. I teach, support, and guide people in this very task on a daily basis, and I can help you too. If you want to understand this more or want to get clarity on how to get out of this pattern, the cycle of pain, you can get actionable guidance from my 90-minute Never Again webinar. What you need to know to never get treated badly in a relationship again. I have included the link to the webinar, and the webinar that is on feminine energy would also really help you here. Okay, so it's goodbye from me from now. My name is Sanya Bari. Love and light from my heart to yours. I can't wait to see you again soon.